I've made the decision that these seats have got to go. They don't fit the car right, they sit too high, they're too wide. It's like deja vu with the Coulsons in the VN when I got it. So, we got fronts, and I have found rears that I'll pick up hopefully tomorrow or Monday. So I'm going to give these a nice clean up, and we'll put these factory WRX seats in it. They do have a bit of wear, which is pretty normal. These, I've been searching for weeks for a good pair of fronts, because rears are easy, passengers easy, driver is really hard to find in good nick. Has a little bit of wear there. I'm hoping I can find another one with just the bottom, even a passenger one, because I will use this panel and get a trimmer to replace it here. And then it will be good as new, and I'll have a good pair of front seats. Now, I'm not going to show cleaning these up because you've seen it a million times, but you can see how absolutely filthy these are. The red should come back really bright. Even the sides, like these are, the guy said they've been sitting in his factory for a very long time, so absolutely filthy. But take one last look how shit they look, and we'll come back with them looking brand new. So I have done one, and what a difference. Oh my god. Look at that. This one's actually dirtier, so, and I've got a new tool. So this is going to be a lot easier than doing this by hand with one of those. So I get these from Ryobi, the soft bristle ones, so it doesn't tear up the material. I'll report back actually. I'll do this seat and see how we go. The money shot. So the pair are all done. Obviously I have to wait for this one to dry, as it's very wet. This one's all dry, all good to go. The only damage is this, and I just had a thought as I was looking at the bottom of this one. I reckon if I can find another passenger seat, doesn't matter what condition most of it's in, as long as the bottom material is good. And I had a look on the bottom, and it looks really simple to just unhook and move the material, the whole cover, onto this side. It's not like the Evo where you can just swap the whole seat left to right. So I'm gonna have to swap the material, and from what I can see, it looks like it'll work. So I'm gonna keep an eye out, because these seats are actually pretty cheap. Like these are only 350 bucks for the front. I just gotta find some rears now, which shouldn't be too hard. Another thing, just some advice. If you have old shitty seats like these where the material goes all fuzzy, if you get a brand new razor and really lightly just run it along the area where it's gone all fluffy, it'll bring it back to new. Like this area was all sort of fluffed up, and you can see what it picks up. Just a little tech tip. Oh, and those Ryobi drill attachments, the soft bristle brushes, definitely go get them. Lifesaver. Took a quarter of the time to do those seats over anything else I've done by hand with the scrubbing brush. Definitely go buy. So as previously mentioned, and you can now see here, this strip of clear coat that I have no idea why it's here. And now that I'm peeling up this sticker, it actually goes around the sticker. So someone has masked this sticker, done some weird strip of clear coat for no apparent reason whatsoever, all the way across. So anyway, I'm gonna have a go at removing this clear coat. Worst case scenario, I gotta paint the boot, but whatever. So sticker has to come off. I probably should have tried to take that off in one piece so I could stick it on my toolbox, but too late. Woo! Believe it or not, got it all off. Look at that. No chemicals got off. I had to use my freshly cut fingernails to pick that whole thing off. It was about half an hour. Then cut it, polish it, and you can't even tell. Absolutely wrapped. Now the first part I have been absolutely dying to put in this car is this. Now what this is the section that's supposed to go here where these dumb gauges are, which is this. So So it comes with the vents and the pocket. Like so, which is what's supposed to be here factory, so I can finally piss off these stupid gauges. A funny thing, cause I'm so ahead in videos at the moment, I'm actually really stockpiling videos. I'm like 5 or 6 ahead, so by the time you see these videos, they were actually about a month or so ago. So you'll actually notice that in some of the earlier Subaru videos, the gauges are actually gone because they're going to be filmed after this one, even though they're a video from like 3-4 weeks ago, if that makes sense. Super easy to pull everything out because it was fitted like absolute shit. And this was all broken as well. Oh my god, how much better. No more stupid gauges that don't even work. I literally threw them straight in the bin. You know what I miss, which I feel like you used to do a lot in the like forum days when you're going to pick up parts? It's paying for parts with alcohol. Which I haven't done in a very long time, but I'm going to pick up a couple of bits and pieces, and the seller said just bring me some beer. They don't need to tell me twice, mate. So back from my little adventure, and this is what I scored. So I got that A-pillar trim to replace the one that has the holes in it from the stupid gauges. I got 2 seat bolts because, as you saw, one strip pulling the seat out and the other one is pretty gunked up as well, and the bolt is pretty screwed. I got the bolts for the rear seats because the ones that are in it are sort of just a generic bolt and washer, so these are the factory ones. My missing cap from the door trim that covers the little screw hole. I got one door handle because I broke the door handle putting the door trims back together. And a genuine Subaru GC8 toolkit with the brace and all the tools. The screwdriver, pliers, 2 spanners, and the thing for the wheel nuts. That is awesome, I love that. So I managed to sell this stupid thing by getting some money back. And we are replacing it with one of these, which, if you don't know, this is the factory STI one. I'm not sure if it was an option on an all WRX, but carbon and aluminium. So if I'm gonna run one, this is the one to run. So I managed to find it pretty cheap. I'll give it a bit of a clean up. I'll try to polish some of these scratches off, and we will throw it on. Ooh. Love it. The one STI thing I'm surprised this car didn't have. And while we're here in the engine bay, I'm gonna get rid of this thing and I'll show you what I'm gonna replace it with. And I'll be replacing them with genuine brand new factory ones. Unfortunately, the sticker is stuck straight on this one, which is a bit annoying. Oh, and part numbers, just like we do in the Evo videos. Much better, I think. Staying in the engine bay here, and what I've got amongst my new Subaru parts are new battery clamp, part number, new battery clamp rods, part numbers, new battery clamp rod nuts, part numbers, new positive terminal as mine is broken, part number, and why not put a brand new cover on that positive terminal with the part number. And I actually think there's another piece I've got that I'm missing here. Yes, there is. I even have the tray that the battery sits on, and this is the part number. So this is the plastic on the bottom. So it's replacing this stuff, that, and this broken terminal. And we'll give it all a clean up in here so it looks nice. So unfortunately, I've run into my first little issue. So this is the terminal I took off, and this is the brand new one I'm replacing it with, and if you can see, it's bigger than the new one. So either there's a few different variances, or someone's changed the battery to one with a smaller post, removed this insert out of the middle and then squished the terminal smaller. I'm not sure, but it's fine because I want to replace this battery anyway at some point. So when I do, I'll just get one with a big post on this side and I'll put the terminal on it at that point. So there we go. It's all these little things that will slowly transform this engine bay, just like the Evo. New tray on the bottom, new rods, new holder, new cover, and I have a new terminal I can't put on yet. We'll change the battery, and I'd really love to get this terminal brand new as well. And now this corner is really let down by these damn horns that I keep staring at. So I reckon I'm gonna pull them out and paint them and put them back in as well. I even managed to scoop up a genuine floor mat clip, part number, which obviously is the clip for the floor mat, which is missing on my car, like so. There's some things that I buy and I'm like, fuck, you're an idiot, mate. So stupid. And just to finish off in the boot here, something I previously mentioned, which is this item here, part number, which is this thing that's missing from here. Like so. So I've just given the whole car a clay bar in preparation for my mate that's going to detail this thing, because it's a bit out of my league bringing this back. It looks good in videos, but it is very scratchy. I don't know if you'll see it, but anyway, something I just spotted that I'm going to try and get out myself. I don't know if you're going to see it, but starting right here in the paint is WRX. So there's obviously a sticker there that's sort of eaten into the paint a little bit, and I reckon I can get it out. And there we go, managed to get it out. Even though it's going to get detailed, I at least accomplished something on this paint job. Alright, we are on our way to, after I get petrol, drop the car off to get detailed. My mate Richie, who is very, very good at what he does. I used to work with him. And hopefully he can transform this paint job into something that is way out of my league. And I'm actually going to swap cars with him, so I'm going to grab his STI and take it home. A real STI, not this fake shit. And I have to say, this is the first time I'm driving this with the standard seats in it. Oh, what a difference. So much better when the seats from the actual car are in the car. I'm actually sitting in the car now, not like I feel like I'm sitting on the roof like I was before. Much, much better, but we'll pick this up when we're at Richie's house. You gonna be in one of my videos? Look at this guy. I'll probably get copyrighted for that. What do you reckon with the standard seats? Huh? Ah, but open the boot. Maybe. You gonna look after it?
Oh yeah, I'll take it home now.
It's already at your home.
Oh, yeah.
You better look after it. Nah, do what you gotta do, man. I don't care.
They're greasy, there you go.
Show how scratchy it is. Oh, disgusting. Ugh. Everyone that's seen photos has been like, wow, it looks clean. I'm like, yeah, because you can't see all this.
The video shows differently.
Yeah. Richie, the absolute gun, even gave me his STI as a loan car. What a guy. A pretty bloody good loan car, if you ask me. So this is how I hope my paint's gonna come out. Like a baby's ass. Whoa! Guys, yeah, just looks better. Like, you know what I mean? Not even like looking closely.
It's brighter.
It just looks a million times better.
I only bootleg, that's it.
Oh, really? Alright, let's get the spoiler off. What do you reckon with no spoiler? I can't lie, the colour difference looks even weird. Worse through here.
It does.
So now that the car's been paint corrected, there's a few things, well, one main thing actually that I can fit to this that I've been holding on to, which is these. Now unfortunately, I could not get genuine, they just don't make them. I could find one side and that is it, and I'm talking worldwide. So I've removed these smoky ones that I don't really like, and if anyone wants to buy them, they're for sale, and replace them with these amber ones. Much better with the amber indicators on the guards. And here she is, all detailed. Now please trust me when I tell you the massive difference. I'll put up some videos that Richie, the guy that did the car for me, filmed, showing the difference between the door that he has done next to the door he hasn't done, and concentrate on the spotlight that's on the paint, and you'll see how bad this car was. Now, wow, the color even looks different, because now it's like really bright. It's hard to tell here, there's stupid trees on both sides of my house, but trust me, this is a million times better than I could have ever got it. Even where it was dull up here is all gone. Yeah, that shows you. Now I just have to try and maintain it. The only problem is that now that it looks so good and it's so clean, the paint's brought back up to how it should be, it shows off all the chips, and I can see even more dents now, which unfortunately is just part of it. But I want this to be more of a driver than what the Evo is, so I kind of can't go too hard on this car because I want to drive it, I want to enjoy it. The Evo, that's more of a, I just want that thing to be perfection, whereas this I want to drive. So I'm happy with where it is now, especially with our new orange indicators. I reckon that's where I'm going to leave it for this one. I don't want these videos to be too long and boring. There's plenty to do on this car, so plenty of videos to come. And even an update on the VN coming as well, if I haven't already posted it, because these videos at the moment are all over the shop. There we go, now you can see how bright this blue is now. Look at that, come on. Now it's the end of the video. See you guys.